So Kev, obviously Tuesday night's game against Wilstone was postponed due to the weather, the freezing conditions, as we were just talking about, bitterly cold at the moment. But has training been affected because of that cold weather at the moment?
No, I think we're no different to everyone else in terms we'll adapt to it, and you get on 4G and manage to get a good session in. So yeah, listen, we want to play games at the minute and as much as we can, but obviously out of our hands. So listen, we've had a good week so far. Obviously trained today and tomorrow and ready for the game weekend. Yeah,
we turn our attentions to face an Altrincham side who are currently in those playoff places at the moment and doing very well, of course. But for us, it's an opportunity to try and make it, like we said on Monday, 3 wins in a row, which would be really nice.
Yeah, listen, I think, like I keep saying, it's getting performance. That hopefully matches the last couple of games. And hopefully 1 or 2 things go your way, which you need to. But coming up against a team that are so consistent and deserve to be where they are, because they're a very good team and one of the best in the league.
Yeah, you must be as head coach really pleased with your team's performances, because they're certainly at a high level week in, week out, and it is paying off in the results in the last 2 games, of course. But even when we haven't been getting those wins, they're still high performances, aren't they?
Yeah, I think, listen, you look at the games we didn't win, Barnet a couple of times, and Bromley, that we knew what we felt we needed to tweak, and obviously personnel in certain areas obviously makes a big difference, because that end of the pitch is goal scorers and match winners. So listen, overall pleased. That's all gone now. We focus on Saturday, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and how are you finding the headaches that you're now finding, where you've got to sort of pick a squad of 16 and leave certain players out as well?
I think it's football. I think every manager in the league will be doing the same thing. We've been in a different situation to everyone because of the squad size and things gone on. So it allows us to manage, and as I say, the game's coming up now. We're going to need everybody, and the one postponed Tuesday, which is going to be pushed back now, they're all games that are going to have to be played, and a lot of games, so everybody's going to play a part.
But very grateful for the big training groups that you've now got, and the standard must be sort of really high.
The standard's good. Yeah, listen, hopefully that competition for places pushes that. We've still not got a massive amount of players. It's just even with everyone, I think, now, and just allows us to work slightly bigger areas at time and do a different type of work than we had to do when we only had like 12-13 players. So we'll adapt to that, and not much changes in terms of what we expect of players, and how they train, and how they perform every day.
And just finally, just touch on Marcus Dackers, because I don't think we've probably asked about his return to the club since he signed back on loan for the rest of the season. Now you must be delighted to have him in for the rest of the season to strengthen those attacking options. Yeah,
this is obviously Marcus, someone we know from his time before, and he done ever so well for us then. And people look at his size and automatically think he's a target man, but I think he's more than that in terms of his mobility and his ability on the ball. So yeah, pleased to have him, alongside the 1 or 2 other forwards we have got, and we hopefully can get the best out of him.
Thank you.
Would you still be looking to add in that area?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can tell we're probably a touch short in that area. Cards is getting there in terms of fitness. So if we could do one more, I'm sure we'll look at that.
And as well as the new signings that you've brought in Saturday, having someone like Cav Miley back, does it almost feel like a new signing, injecting that into the side? Yeah,
I think he was last year was brilliant for us, and obviously to have him back, and missed him obviously the period he's out, because the start of the season he's ever so well as well. But he's a big player for us, and we probably played him longer than we wanted to last week, but he's a fit lad. And he can manage himself in the game. So delighted to have him back, and adds more competition to that midfield area as well.
How are sort of Cardwell and Coker progressing?
Good. Yeah. Well, listen, we'll train today, so we'll see how they are going forward. Obviously, training this week slightly altered in terms of the conditions, etc. So we'll see how they go today and tomorrow, if and how much they can do.
Are they likely to join in with the full session, or what's the plan for today?
We'll see. I'll speak to the physio.
And obviously one of their players that's coming back is Dan Mooney,
Yeah.
isn't he? And it
Yeah.
didn't quite work out for him here. How do you view his sort of time here?
No, listen, Dan was a brilliant lad, and done ever so well for the periods that he played, and the lads loved him, and he's a very, very good footballer. And it was stop-start here for a period, and I think that was the difficulty, that he didn't get a run, and sometimes it just happens, and you can only pick 11, and sometimes someone doesn't get in and stay in. Unfortunately, we wanted it for Dan, but it didn't quite work out. But once he's playing regular and that, we know what a good footballer he is.
Yeah, and with Henry saying that's loan, I think you've still got a little bit. I think it's next
Yeah.
week, isn't it? Is there any plans to extend that, or what's the situation there?
Yeah, we've had conversations on that. Obviously, we'll speak to Hull as well, but if we could do that, we will do.